The Fool, the ageless icon of hilarity. Let's take a quick journey together. We're starting off with medieval jesters, leaping into the tarot's mystical fool, and then hitting the fast lane to the present, where digital jesters reign supreme with memes and tweets. Along the way, we'll analyze the legends like Dave Chappelle, Robin Williams, and George Carlin. Lastly, we will also answer the question, is it really true that there is a victim in every joke? Welcome to another episode of Plaid Chronicles. Medieval jesters. Medieval Europe flourished a unique and paradoxical figure, the court jester, a balance between make me laugh while trying to keep your head attached to your body. Definitely an interesting job with many downsides.
Very funny. I get it.
The court jester, a fixture in many European courts from the Middle Ages through the Renaissance, was a multifaceted entertainer and a subtle commentator on the times.
There was banquet and news, but the king was amused, and before a siesta he made me his jester, and I found out soon that to be a buffoon was a serious thing as a rule. For a jester's chief employment is to kill himself for your enjoyment, and a jester unemployed is nobody's fool.
Jesters were often seen in colorful, eccentric clothing, complete with a cap and bells. Their role extended beyond mere entertainment. They were also expected to provide counsel, critique, and comfort to their rulers. The jesters' most significant contribution was their unique ability to speak truth to power. In an age where dissent could lead to dire consequences, the fool, often through the guise of humor and wit, could express criticisms that would be perilous for others to voice. This allowed them to comment on political and social issues, providing a check on the ruler's power and decisions. Given human nature, it isn't too far-fetched to see jesters, under duress, provide certain jokes in a public forum for political motivations. They were literally caught between a rock and a hard place, or sword, spear, or noose. Mary, Queen of Scots, reportedly had a jester whose jest went too far. During a time of political tension, the jester made a joke that deeply offended the queen, leading to his imprisonment and eventual execution. The specific details of the jest and the jester's identity remain unclear, but this incident highlights the precarious nature of the jester's role in royal courts. Given the practice of the time for execution was hanging, beheading, burning at the stake, and drawing and quartering, these were all horrible outcomes for telling a joke. Historian Beatrice Otto, in her book Fools Are Everywhere, The Court Jester Around the World, notes that jesters could deliver bad news or voice unpopular opinions cushioned by the persona of the fool. This role was crucial in an era where open criticism of royalty and nobility was not tolerated. Many in power were seen as gods amongst men on earth, and condemnation was swift, painful, and unmerciful. The Fool of the Tarot Cards. In the mystical world of tarot, each card weaves a unique tale, but none as enigmatic as the Fool. Emerging in the 15th century, this archetype embodies new beginnings, innocence, and the spirit of adventure. Unfortunately, I will not tell your future in this video or go deep into the core meaning or belief of using tarot cards. I'm just pointing out the significance, meaning, and historical implications.
Who asked you to go out of town? The stupid young one or the married one?
The married one.
That's what I thought. Don't go, you hear me? And you know what? You're not listening to me because I see you going. I see you going. I'm just telling you, I'm trying to help you to avoid the heartache.
The Fool, often numbered 0, or placed at the end of the 22 major arcana cards in a tarot deck, has always been a subject of fascination and contemplation. Its earliest depictions date back to the 15th century, when tarot was primarily a leisure card game in Europe. Over time, the tarot transcended its playful origins, becoming a tool for divination and self-discovery. The Fool's image, a young man on the brink of a journey, often near a cliff, captures the essence of entering the unknown. Fool's significance in tarot is multifaceted. It represents the starting point of the major arcana's journey, a metaphorical path through life's cycles and lessons. Its position as either the first or last card signifies endless potential and the cyclical nature of experiences. The fool's demeanor of stepping into the unknown without fear resonates deeply with the human psyche. It is a reminder of the innocence and courage required to embrace life's uncertainties. Tarologist Sally Nichols, in her work Jung and Tarot, An Archetypal Journey, interprets the fool as embodying the purity and open-mindedness necessary for personal growth. The fool doesn't just represent physical journeys, but also spiritual and psychological ones. It challenges the querent, the one asking the questions, to embrace their inner child, to approach life with a sense of wonder and spontaneity. The fool's apparent ignorance to the dangers of the cliff highlights a deeper wisdom, the importance of taking risks and stepping out of comfort zones. The fool's journey is a metaphor for life itself. Every choice we make, every path we take, is a step into the unknown, much like the young traveler poised at the cliff's edge. This image serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of embracing the present moment, taking risks, and trusting the journey, even when the destination is uncertain. We make poor decisions and hope for the best. We marry, we divorce, we fall down, we fail, we succeed, we get up, we fall in love. Fall out of love, we can walk outside and get hit by a bus. I always had this thought in my head, even saints die. Horrible and good things happen to good and bad people. That is life. To live is to risk it all the time, at every moment and breath. Shakespeare's Fool. William Shakespeare's work stands unparalleled, especially in his nuanced portrayal of fools. Let's explore the intricate roles of Shakespeare's fools, like the fool in King Lear and Feste in Twelfth Night. In King Lear, the fool is a constant companion to the king, serving as his conscience and voice of reason. Through his jibes and jests, he comments on Lear's folly of dividing his kingdom and the ensuing chaos. The fool's cryptic speeches and songs are laced with poignant observations on human nature, loyalty, and the consequences of folly. His remark, "Thou shouldst not have been old till thou hadst been wise," directly addresses Lear's rash decisions while highlighting the theme of wisdom versus age. Feste, the fool in Twelfth Night, navigates a more complex social setting. He interacts with various characters from Olivia, higher social standing, to Malvolio, known for being serious or pompous, showcasing his ability to adapt his wit to different audiences. Feste's role goes beyond entertainment. He provides critical commentary on the actions and hypocrisies of the characters around him. His words, "Foolery, sir, does walk about the orb like the sun, it shines everywhere," reflect his understanding of the universality of folly and the omnipresence of human error.
"All thy other titles thou hast given away. That thou wast born with."
I also believe it is amazing how the fool, on face value, allow people to gradually disarm themselves, literally disrobe their pretenses to bear being human for a moment. What I mean is, even in modern times, aren't we more comfortable about sharing our faults around those that we consider wise, imperfect, and that bring us joy through laughter and insight? When you really think about it, who would you prefer to hear bad news from? From a person that is stoic or make you laugh? Appropriateness sometimes get thrown out the window when you are in pain. This applies to the king to the peasant, from the president to the poor. Unfortunately, speaking from experience, when attending funerals, despite the somber nature of the event, I recall people using humor to ease the pain while giving their accounts of the deceased loved one. We all in the room understood the seriousness of the moment, but something felt natural, human, about having the light of the joke help through emotions of darkness. We valued the truth within the jokes, despite the context, story, or supposed appropriateness. Sorry for the slight sidetrack from Shakespeare, but this is the essence of having a little fool in all of us. The Circus Clown. The 19th century circus scene witnessed the evolution of one of the most iconic and enduring figures in entertainment history, the Circus Clown. These clowns, often characterized as fools, played a pivotal role in the circus, captivating audiences with their slapstick humor, physical comedy, and often poignant portrayal of the human condition. The circus, as a popular form of entertainment, blossomed in the 19th century. It was a unique amalgamation of acrobatics, equestrian skills, and comedic acts. The clown, often the centerpiece of the circus, evolved from earlier theatrical traditions and court jesters, becoming a symbol of humor and folly in the circus ring. Circus clowns, through their performances, provided more than just laughter. They offered an escape, a reflection of life's absurdities and complexities. They combined physical agility with comedic timing, engaging in slapstick routines that were both amusing and awe-inspiring. These characters often portrayed a range of human emotions, from joy to sadness, making them relatable and endearing to the audience. Their role extended beyond mere entertainment. Clowns, through their acts, often highlighted the follies and vices of society, using humor to critique and comment on the human condition. As one famous clown, George Fox, known for his character Clown Grimaldi, said, "The clown's function is to distract the unhappy or inattentive spectator." The quote suggests that a clown's purpose is to provide relief and diversion, capturing the attention of those feeling sad or disengaged from their surroundings. I firmly believe humor is why so many people that struggle but stay engaged in their lives get through horrific and traumatic experiences. They laugh, find playful distractions here and there, and surround themselves with clowns that love them. These clowns come in the shape of friends, family, and hopefully, and that is a big hope, we are clowns to ourselves when we need it the most. The Dark Fool and the Joker, comic books and graphic novels, emerging as a popular form of storytelling in the early 20th century, quickly evolved from simple, light-hearted tales to complex narratives that explored deeper themes. The Joker, first appearing in Batman comics in 1940, is a prime example of this darker fool.
So, let's try and clear this up, okay, Pumpkin? What hurts more? A or B? Forehand or backhand?
Unlike traditional fools who use humor for insight or critique, the Joker's chaos and unpredictability reflect deeper societal and psychological complexities. His character is not just a villain, he's an embodiment of anarchy, a foil to Batman's order. The Joker famously quips, "I'm not a monster, I'm just ahead of the curve," reflecting his role as a twisted mirror to society. The presence of characters like the Joker in comic books and graphic novels significantly expanded the scope of what this medium could convey. These darker fools allowed writers and artists to explore themes of morality, chaos, and the human psyche in more nuanced ways. They provided a lens through which readers could examine societal flaws, the nature of evil, and the complexities of the human mind. Moreover, these characters challenged the traditional notion of the fool. No longer just a source of humor or wisdom, they became a vehicle for exploring darker aspects of humanity and society, often forcing readers to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves and the world around them. So, I was reading what Atkinson said. You know, the guy from Mr. Bean. He's 67 now. Can you believe it? Anyway, he told the Irish Times something about comedy that really got me thinking. He said, "It does seem to me that the job of comedy is to offend, or have the potential to offend, and it cannot be drained of that potential." That's pretty bold, right? But it's like comedy's supposed to push those boundaries, make us a bit uncomfortable sometimes. And then he goes, every joke has a victim. That's the definition of a joke. Someone or something or an idea is made to look ridiculous. That's so true when you think about it. Every laugh, every chuckle, there's always someone or something at the end of the punchline, right? Now take the Joker from the Batman comics. This guy, he's like the embodiment of what Atkinson's talking about, but on steroids. The Joker. He doesn't just stop at making someone look ridiculous, he takes it down this dark, twisted road. It's like he grabs that concept of the victim in a joke and sprints into this pitch-black alley with it. And the craziest part? We find ourselves following him down there, sometimes even rooting for him, and it's surprising how we respond to that. It makes you wonder, where's the line in comedy, and how far can it be pushed before it's not funny anymore? Atkinson thinks there are very few no-go areas, but man, characters like the Joker, they really test that theory, don't they? Standup Fools. Historically, the fool or jester was an essential figure in courts and public gatherings, using humor and wit to entertain and often subtly critique society. In the modern era, this role has been inherited by comedians who, through stand-up, television, film, and other media, continue the tradition of blending entertainment with social and political commentary. Modern comedians like Dave Chappelle, Robin Williams, and George Carlin have transformed comedy into a powerful medium for addressing serious issues. Their humor ranges from the observational to the absurd, often delving into topics like race, politics, and human behavior. They embody the spirit of the fool by using humor to reflect on society, challenge norms, and provoke thought. These comedians have often walked a fine line between satire and offense, balancing the need to provoke thought with the risk of alienating or hurting their audience. The controversial nature of their material frequently sparked debates about the limits of humor and the responsibilities of comedians in society. Dave Chappelle, for instance, faced backlash for his jokes on transgender issues. His 2019 Netflix special Sticks and Stones was criticized for transphobic content, raising questions about the impact of comedy on marginalized communities. Chappelle's response to the criticism highlighted the tension between a comedian's artistic freedom and the evolving standards of societal sensitivity.
We walking up into the VIP section and I'm looking around and see who's there and looking at the girls and everything. And all of a sudden I heard something go, Charlie Murphy! That was cold-blooded!
Robin Williams, while beloved for his improvisational genius, was not immune to controversy. His portrayal of characters from diverse backgrounds sometimes veered into the realm of caricature, drawing criticism for cultural insensitivity. Yet Williams's ability to connect with audiences across a spectrum of subjects underscored the universal appeal of humor.
Free man, Jamaica would never make an atomic bomb. They may make an atomic bomb. But I'd rather fight a war with the atomic bomb, because when the atomic bomb goes off, there's devastation and radiation. When the atomic bomb goes off, there's celebration.
George Carlin's career was marked by his unapologetic approach to controversial topics. His critiques of religion, as in his monologue "Religion is BS," were celebrated by some for their candidness but condemned by others for being blasphemous. Carlin's comedy often forced society to reflect on its own hypocrisies and absurdities.
I became a sun worshiper. Several reasons. First of all, I can see the sun. Okay? Yeah. Unlike some other gods I could mention, I can actually see the sun. I'm big on that. If I can see something, I don't know, kind of helps the credibility along, you know?
For the record, I am not condoning or promoting their views or perspectives, only pointing out their role in the modern-day fool. These modern jesters have significantly contributed to the cultural and social landscape. They have redefined what comedy can be, elevating it from mere entertainment to a form of social commentary and critique. Their ability to address complex issues in a relatable and often humorous manner has made them influential figures in society. Their comedy has not just entertained, but also educated and enlightened, prompting audiences to reflect on their beliefs and the world around them. They have continued the tradition of the fool, using humor as a tool to speak truth to power and to give voice to the voiceless. The digital fool. In the 21st century, the digital realm has transformed the ancient archetype of the fool. Internet memes, digital content, and online pranks now embody this role, showcasing humor, satire, and absurdity. These modern jesters operating on platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, to name a few, have adapted the traditional role of the fool to comment on and critique contemporary society and human behavior. At the heart of this transformation is the recognition of the fool's role as a cultural commentator. Digital jesters use humor to reflect on everyday life, societal norms, and current issues. Their work, ranging from simple memes to complex satirical videos, resonates with a broad audience, providing both entertainment and insight. Sacha Baron Cohen's statement, "Humor is the most powerful form of communication," aptly summarizes the influence of these digital jesters. However, this new form of jesting is not without its challenges. Content creators walk a tightrope between humor and insensitivity, especially in prank videos where ethical boundaries are often tested. The pursuit of likes and views can sometimes lead to content that causes distress or harm, raising questions about the responsibilities of digital jesters. The evolution of the fool in the digital era reflects the changing landscape of internet culture and humor. As online platforms evolve, so do the methods and styles of these jesters, mirroring the dynamic and diverse nature of internet humor. Psychologically, the digital fool taps into the human need for connection and entertainment. They provide a unique perspective on the complexities of modern life, using humor as a tool for coping and understanding. Societally, the rise of the digital fool underscores the shift in communication dynamics. The internet has democratized humor, allowing a wider range of voices to participate in the global conversation. The cultural impact of these digital jesters is significant. Memes and viral videos have become part of popular culture, influencing trends, language, and public opinion. Initially seen merely as entertainers, these jesters are increasingly recognized for their impact on cultural and social discourse, challenging audiences to confront and reconsider societal norms and issues. In social media comment sections, the modern fool's duality is evident. Anonymity often encourages a blend of lighthearted banter and darker commentary. While these platforms enable creative expression, they can also lead to harsh and abusive comments, revealing the complexities of human interaction in the digital age. This evolution of the fool in the digital world reaffirms the old saying, "Everyone's a comedian." In this era, each individual has the potential to be a jester, using humor to reflect on and engage with the world. It suggests that, at our core, we are all comedians and fools, embracing humor as a fundamental aspect of the human experience. If this narrative resonated with you, do support us. Hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe. Thank you for staying with us to the end. See you in the next video on Plaid Chronicles.